Hello, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services sales executives, for our video message of the week. All right, this week's message is entitled The 3 Ds of Success in Real Estate Sales. Let's jump right in. So you're wondering, what are the 3 Ds? Okay, here they are. Deal with it, delegate it, or dump it. We're going to talk about all 3 right now. First, okay, when we talk about deal with it, what's so important is making sure it's in our mind when we talk about dealing with it. What do we mean? What are the areas? What are the items that we have to deal with? Well, you know these 4 items very, very well. We've talked about them many times. I'm going to reiterate them right now. First, if you're a licensed sales executive, all right, where your job is working with clientele, here are your 4 items. All right, you need to deal with lead generation, lead follow-up, giving great presentations, or negotiating on new business. That's what you do. That's what you need to focus on. As you focus on other aspects, you're pulling time, valuable time, away from those 4 areas. Remember, there's only 24 hours in a day for all of us. All right, so the first one, deal with it, and it should be in one of those 4 categories. Next, delegate it. Now this is such a key point. So if it's not in the 4 categories that I just covered, it needs to be delegated. Now remember, this is very important work. So it's not that it's not important, it is important. It's just not direct income generating work at that moment in time. So it needs to be handled. So you need to delegate it out. Now for those of you who are sitting there going, well, you know what, I do it all. All right, I don't have anyone today to delegate it out. Start small and move towards it. You start with utilizing a transaction coordinator, all right, someone who can do some of that. But remember, the only reason to do that is because you're using your time more effectively by doing more of the top 4. So if you're not doing that, all right, you miss the opportunity to continue growing to those next levels until you can have somebody full-time with you that you can delegate all that important but not direct productive work. All right? So first, deal with it. Next, delegate it. And finally, if it doesn't fall into those 2 categories, then dump it. And the easiest or most direct way that I could say, what do I dump? It is ultimately distractions. Anything that you run into. Sometimes it could be unproductive conversations for numerous reasons. Negative conversations. Negative aspects that are not there supporting your growth, your success, your proper mindset. Those are distractions. Stay away from distractions. Keep this in mind. If you're not attuned to what's distracting you, no one else is. You need to be thinking about it. What your day consists of and what truly, right, not to be mean, is ultimately a distraction. All right? And that doesn't mean every conversation you have with every human being is a distraction. Don't fall into that realm. Don't let the pendulum swing too far. The reality of it is guess what? You want to stay productive. You have your commitment that day, what you're going to accomplish, and you got to stay true to that. People will respect it and they will support you in it. All right? There you have it. The 3 Ds of real estate sales success. Have a great week, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.